Good morning, Libra! I'm so excited to be here with you today. Your sign got pulled from the mystery bag. I'm doing it ahead of time just so I can really vibe with the people, Alright, so let's go through, cleanse the space. If it wants to cooperate today, a little bit on that heart chakra, all the crown chakra, let's get it. So, Libra, really important. I even wore this specific shirt just for you today with the butterflies. We have the skull, the death, and the regrowth. Got my butterflies in the background. It's for you, Libra. Because what I was getting really strongly was you being a butterfly, making it through the transformation. Now you're here. Now you're here. You've made it, okay? Going through that very uncomfortable but cleansing yet scarily beautiful, metamorphosis phase, that cocoon phase where you did all your shadow work, did all the healing, did all the growth that was necessary to purge out what you felt like was your toxic traits, the unpleasant aspects of yourself, the shadow sides, and you just stared at them straight in the face and you transformed from it, didn't you? Well, you've emerged into a butterfly. But it's almost like it was at the first stage. When a butterfly hatches and they have to sit there for a day to kind of build up their wing strength because they're really weak and they can't fly quite yet, Not saying you're weak or anything by any means. You're actually giving off a very goddessy emperor vibe, if you're a male watching this. Feels very monk. Very monk, very spiritual. Okay? But you're at the phase right now, especially what I was seeing. I was seeing a butterfly, a blue monarch, actually, the real pretty ones, my favorite ones, actually. The blue monarch, and sitting there on a leaf, but you were protected by this bubble, okay? And that's spirit's bubble, all right? Because you're not ready. Not you're not ready, but it's not time. That's the better word for it. It is not time to apply the lessons, okay? Because it's very interesting because then I was seeing people watched you emerge or they're very aware of this change. So they're coming and everyone's staring at you and they're like, wow, oh, look how beautiful. People can sense or they can see, they can feel, especially the ones who are around you or watching you in some kind of way. All these people coming up to see Libra is this beautiful butterfly. And you're sitting there and you're kind of slowly flapping your wings and just giving off this very magnetic, very light, it feels like the golden light, okay, sent from the heavens light is the bubble protecting you, and you're just giving off this freaking spirit, okay? Very intuitive. You've learned everything, and it's okay, now my mission here is to apply it. But not quite yet. You know what I'm saying? There's a little bit of a waiting period to apply that. And I kept feeling very meditative. So during this time, do things to kind of meditate for yourself. Obviously you don't have to listen to what I'm saying, but I'm just channeling through and just showing you, telling you what I've seen. But it's almost these people who came to view your transformation, these exterior people, friends, family, the ones that you're around. It's almost they're the practice, the practice, to practice some of these, if you've been working on vulnerability, I feel it was a really big one for you. So you showing these people, these practice people, your vulnerability. To allow yourself to be truly uncomfortable and very open with your heart chakra and let those things that you've learned kind of flow through your heart. And it's almost they inspire people and they're like, oh, thanks. And then, then they do whatever. So you're a beacon of light for these certain people that you're around, but it's not the main boss, right? That's what I felt like. There's the main boss coming up. So right now you're getting your strength. You're kind of practicing, not in a manipulative way at all. But you're like practicing this energy, like this new you on people. And it's very magnetic. So that's, I can keep going, but we're just going to stop there. Let's get into the love reading. Libra, for February, we are in Aquarius season. Okay, we are pretty much fully into it. I believe it's the 31st today. Yes, it's the 31st of January. We haven't quite skipped into February yet. I think I always feel like that's when like Aquarius really like booms. I don't know why, but so let's see, because now I just got like super calm. Okay, show me what's going on for Libra through this Aquarius season in February 2023, not February. I'm gonna pull 3 cards. Who else did that come out for? I don't remember. Anyways, 2 more cards for love and romance. Keep hearing us, something about passion. Passion fueled. Interesting. 1 more card, please. Wow, that one like ran, but okay. Oh, wow. Ooh, I like that. Mystery. You have the black cat, and it's interesting that there's 2. So there's almost like this mirroring effect. And I don't know if you're mirroring yourself or another person. Because, okay, we were just talking about all that work that you've been doing, and it's showing up here. Because I feel like this is you, this bumblebee. Okay. I keep hearing, like, protect the queen, but you are the queen. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. I always say that. But it's, like, protecting yourself. Okay? Working really, really hard to learn the things that you need to learn right now. Like, to stay on your self mission and to not be... I heard pushed around, but that's not really like the word, misled. Because there's someone or just an energy or a fear, and it could just be a fear, but I feel like it's a person. A person who makes you a little bit nervous in a way, but uncomfortable because, okay, they're coming up as the shark. So you see what I'm saying? Like, there's this where you're working on yourself, you're protecting your energy, you're consistently working, doing something, but I feel like it's with your own aura. And there's something here, a person that's maybe lurking around that feels a little threatening. It feels like they're going to bump you off course in one way or another. So I'm going to pull some cards on that first, and then I'm going to go to this black cat card, because there's something different with that black cat, and I don't really know what it is yet, but I feel like it's important, so I want to focus on that later. But right now, I want to focus on this shark, of who this is, what this is. It makes you almost like... It's like you're right now, like you're looking straight into the future. And you have the spirituality guiding you, you have your inner self guiding you, you're protected, and you know you're protected, but it's like you feel something exterior trying to like invade or like crunch away at like your aura or something, where it's like, ooh, like stop. Like it feels very uncomfortable. So give me some information about this shark energy here. Or like that someone's plotting something, like, and they're looking directly at you, so they see all this work you're doing, you know? Exactly. Oh my gosh, 8 of Pentacles. So they know you're doing some kind of work here. So what are their intentions? Like, what? I asked what their intentions were, and that's very interesting. So I wonder if this isn't a person itself, or it's been maybe something you've been working on. That's why I like to go through here. Because, again, this crunching away energy is there, but something is lurking around your aura, but you're protected from it. Maybe it's like your inner demons or something, and you're really nervous that, oh, is that what it is? Like, you're really nervous that the things that you purged are gonna like find their way back to you. Right? And I guess it does come off as a person, because maybe that's like your old self, you know? Like, that's kind of what it feels like. Your old self is going to find you and distract you, you know what I'm saying? Like, get back in. But it's not, like, you're protected. Okay, so take it how it resonates. But we have the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Pentacles, which shows me someone's working on themselves, creating this new version of themselves. And what that looks like is the Queen of Pentacles, someone who is very reliable, stable, understanding. I always say that they have like the bestie vibe, you know, a very loyal, like that homey, very nurturing, loving, supporting energy, likes to give, but also knows when things aren't being reciprocated, likes to see positive change, positive growth. And I just feel like that's you. I do. I feel like that's you. And that's what you've been working on, okay? Getting rid of those insecurities so you feel a certain way about yourself. Getting rid, purging. Maybe you weren't like that in the past and you're scared that you're going to fall back into that cycle for whatever reason, right? And this is all, the heartbreak right here at the bottom. Maybe this was, because it feels, again, like very vulnerable, because a bee is very delicate. A bee won't sting you because it knows the consequences, like, unless it absolutely feels threatened, and then it will sting, and then it's like, oh my gosh, then you're forced to go through a transformation again, right? So you don't want to have to, like, battle this all over again. Interesting. Okay, I feel like that message is done. I want to go look at the black cat here. A very spiritual, mysterious vibe, but mirroring as well. I don't know if this is you coming face to face with yourself, face to face with another person. Because we also have divine intervention, and I can't help but realize in all your cards, there's someone, like the lady, the feminine here, is like missing her head, not communicating. But why does it feel so telepathic? I don't know. But divine intervention. And the star. It almost seems like that's why it's tied with love. Okay, so it almost seems like, Libra, you were dealing with someone that triggered you very heavily. It almost like showed you like these bad qualities within yourself, okay? And it kind of reflected it back at you. It made you act or react like certain ways every time this person was around. Even though, it like, but the connection itself is very spiritual. If you vibe with that, I like to think I would my channel, because that's just the way I think, so I feel like my channel like brings in like-minded people like that, so hey. But it's almost like spirit came in and like showed you this person, okay, to make you understand that that's what was going on, to make you like look at that, because I don't, because it's like a face-to-face with yourself in a spiritual way, right? Like, so someone caused this as well, but like spirit like brought in this person and made you feel all these things, made you see all these things, and then it's like either spirit decided or you decided to kind of like push them away. And then once you pushed them away, came in that really deep healing. That's where that purge came in. So that's very curious of how this is all connected. And it does very much feel like there was a particular person that, like, almost like you feel like your heart is still there when you're trying to retrieve that. Or, like, maybe you did just leave it behind, you, like, built a new one. I don't know. Because it's like, okay, this is, like, a new one. That one was, like, outdated, but it's not. Anyways, now I'm very curious to see how this love reading is going to go, because that's what it wanted to talk about first, was this transformation. That was important. Okay. And the way that this person maybe triggered you to cause this. Oh. All right. Let me go ahead and shuffle these a little bit just to kind of re-cleanse the energy. It's in the cards. All right, Libra, I'm going to get your energy when it comes to love, and then I'm going to get your person's energy. So when it comes to love and romance, what is Libra's energy right now? When it comes to love and romance, what is Libra vibrating right now? Oh, that's nice. Ooh, the elk. And that's where that Queen of Pentacles energy came out. It's very grounding, very nurturing, understanding, loyal, very reliable, and very sensual, you know? It's a very slow approach, a very kind approach. Being, again, like understanding, but being very gentle with someone and taking your time and realizing that's really important to move slow, right? To have this approach with whoever you're dealing with. Okay, let's see your person's energy. So show me Libra's person, please. Who they're connecting with. Who is Libra connecting with? Show me their energy, please. Okay, we have the card of Aquarius. It's stillness, and I can't help but notice the damn reflection again. Y'all know where I want to go with this. We're not going to go there. Okay, all right, so the mirroring, and it won't go away now that I've seen it. But interestingly enough, your person's not, like they're not taking action until they kind of see. Okay, okay, so, oh, it's a heron. I'm just going to say that because I can never pronounce it right. Anyways, a heron. That's what this bird is. But what this card talks about is stillness, right? And it's being very patient and not moving, being very still, not making a sound, and waiting for like that fish to pass by, and then they strike it really fast, okay? So that's what your person is doing. It's a very still, maybe not maybe you guys aren't communicating. And it's almost kind of waiting until either they see you or they feel like the energy has shifted, maybe even getting some information. Maybe they're in like this meditative state, right? And then they take action because it's you know, it's interesting. Maybe even both you guys are doing that, or you feel this because, again, we have that mirroring energy here, the reflection. So, again, your person could be in a state where it's almost like you just came out of it. This person feels like they're a little bit farther behind you when it comes to the self-discovery, self-realization mode, where I do feel like they are in this meditation station right now, right? And they're waiting for something to happen here, waiting for an energy to shift. I don't know exactly, but it feels like, you know, they're also reflecting within themselves as well. So maybe you like see them and like that's why you're so gentle with your approach. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of beautiful. But I want to see what your person's waiting on. Like, oh, that was fast. Wow, the High Priestess. Your person's trying to break through illusions. That's kind of interesting. They want to see, okay, so they're taking, if you want to know what's going on with them, so they're taking some time with the High Priestess. Do I want to start with you or do I want to start with those? No, I want to start with these. So we have the Eight of Swords and we have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is that really foggy, unfortunate energy where they feel like something isn't completely truthful and they're trying to uncover that truth. Like, it's almost like, and especially with the Eight of Swords, and usually I don't get this from this Eight of Swords, but I am now, where they need to know if something was real or not real. Okay? And they are... It's almost like they stay in illusion because it's less painful that way. Why? It's less painful that way. So I'm not sure if this was you who is confusing them or they're confusing themselves, because when we talk about the Seven of Cups, especially this person wearing all these masks, don't really know if they're authentic or not authentic, right? And it's like someone's like, I don't want to like face the fact that, I was acting that way. But they are. Where it's that self-realization is going to come crashing at them, and it's going to make them see something like, hey, like, you weren't being authentic here. But it's all for a reason, okay? Because this is just like a little side part where they're really asking themselves, why was I doing that? Or maybe they're even looking at you, if this was you, maybe being a little nervous, because the Seven of Cups kind of shows itself that way when we're not being like our authentic selves. But you got to ask yourself why you were doing that. Were you nervous? Were you afraid of rejection? Like things like that. So that's kind of what they're focusing on now, and either asking themselves why they did that with you or why you did that with them. Like they're trying to go deeper into an understanding, hence why the High Priestess is here. So I'm glad I did start where I started. But but this is figuring it out on a spiritual level. It's seeing a very high perspective about the situation. Realizing all truths. Like those weird questions, right? Like realizing that, this is why someone reacted this is why someone reacted that way. This is why I chose to do this, because I was feeling this way. Like, so they're detangling why things were so cloudy, okay? And they're actually, at peace with it. Like, once they get this, they're at peace with it, Maybe they're thinking that, like, you and them are karmic, or they're experiencing a situation in life that's like this, where they're getting some kind of karma, which I don't wish that upon people. I really don't. Unless, like, truth and, like, growth comes through it kind of thing. But, this is seeing things from both perspectives is what's happening ultimately. Is that this person is not only seeing it from their side, but they're also seeing it from your side as well, and fully understanding why there was confusion, because there was misunderstandings. Both people were kind of being like, shy and not fully expressive, and just really breaking those down, But they're excited about something here, too. So I want to see... let's just get a little bit into the love story itself. Where are we at? Yeah, I want to tap into the love story itself, see what's going on there. Okay, show me Libra and this person. What is their love story? What is their connection? What is their vibe? What's going to happen? Let's see. Feelings, thoughts, emotions. Wow, that was way too much because I asked way too many questions. Understandable. Okay, thank you. Ooh. Oh, I like that. Okay, let's just get... and the Two of Cups at the bottom. Okay. Alright, so we're starting off with the Knight of Pentacles. And again, this is that slow approach card. People tend to not like this card in love readings, but because it goes so slow and it kind of holds true to, like, being friends, which I feel like is a really necessary step. Like, especially if you're dating someone or trying to get to know them, like, it's just saying, like, not being super passionate right off the bat. It's taking your time, really getting to know someone, being friends with someone. It's that slow moving energy, right? Which, sometimes when we get the feelings with it, it makes us uncomfortable and we want to speed up the process. But it's good to start off this way. It's a slow, nice, good energy, okay? And then you also have this alignment card, which I want to see that a little bit because it's all tied into this Knight of Pentacles, this slow-moving approach, which, you know, I like that. That's too many. Okay, I see. I understand. All right. This is you in that energy. Okay, well, no, duh. Because then we have the Elk there, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So you're wanting to move slow, okay? Okay, cool. So as soon as your vibration gets there, where I want to be comfortable, I don't want to move too fast, I want to start off as friends, I want to really get to know you, this nice, beautiful, mature, stable energy, this person almost like feels that. Okay. Oh, is that what they're waiting for with the stillness card? Are they waiting for that energy shift within you? Because that's where they are aligned. As we have this beautiful alignment card here, okay? So this is someone who's projecting a certain energy and it's calling this person in. And it's this nice, trusting, moving, slow, stability energy, nurturing, not taking things too fast. And this person feels it, and they're connecting with it. So it's actually pulling this person in towards you. And I feel like that's the energy that this person was waiting for, right? Okay, and then we have the Emperor popping up here. So that's them coming towards you fully in their power. Don't matter if you're male or female. But the Emperor takes charge of a situation. They're the ones that take action, okay? Make movement, make change. They're inspired. They bring in that light, sunny energy, okay? Yeah, because they're like, yeah, I want to learn about you too. Because now they have the Page of Pentacles, all about the learning card, okay? And the Six of Wands, they think that's going to make this victorious, all right? So whoever you're dealing with, if you're setting in that energy, it's coming off good, man. Like, it's coming off good. That's what this person wants too. Like, you have their head turned over in your direction when you are wanting to, like, move slow and authentically. You know, if this is resonating, like if you feel this on a soul level, then this reading's for you. I don't want to, like, tell people what to do necessarily. This is just what energies I pick up for particular situations. So leave it or take it, right? Like, don't put things where they don't apply, okay? So anyways, but that's exactly what this person, like, you being in that is like elevating them up, especially coming out of this meditative state where they've just done their own reflective work. Like, it's almost like if you choose to meet up or if you choose to see this person, it feels very comfortable and on, like, the same wavelength here. Okay, that's maybe why this mirroring was here, because it's like coming together of once, you know, when you're projecting this energy, because this person's like that. Like, they're like, I want to take things slow too. That's going to be the best course of action. I don't want to jump into things, because there is no passionate cards here, you know. Oh, what is this? Oh, come on. I just said there's no passionate cards, and of freaking course. Okay, this has something to do with the lesson, though. That's why it's so tempting. We have the freaking Devil and the Seven of Swords. Like, come on. I was just... okay, I was just giving this, like, so much kudos. But... okay, so someone secretly does want to hook up. But let's just be real, okay? But I feel like these people are not falling into that temptation. I really do. Yes, there is a mask here, but that is not showing that, you know, I don't feel like it's someone's major intentions just to be nice and to pretend like you're friends with someone. I don't feel that. I don't feel like there's a pretending energy going on. I just feel like someone doesn't really want that side to be shown. Like, hey, I am sexually attracted to you, but I don't want to go there yet. Honestly, that kind of sucks, because if this person was, like, communicated about it, I feel like there would be a way to work that energy out. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I am really, like, connected to you. I'm really sexually attracted to you, but I don't want to go there right now. Like, I just don't feel like that's going to be the best thing to do. that to me feels more understanding. And that's kind of like where this world comes in. So maybe if you're feeling this way, you're going to have to be the first one to have that conversation. Like, a simple conversation can go such a long way. As long as it comes from, like, a place of honesty. Yeah, as long as it comes from a place of honesty and, like, love. I'm not talking, like, romantic, like, oh my God, I'm so in love with you. I'm talking, like, unconditional, like, authentic love, okay? When it comes from that good place. You know, and, like, having that conversation and being open and be like, listen... But, like, I don't want it to go in that direction right now. That does not mean that in the future it can't go there, okay? Like, just right now, I feel like for the best, it needs to be this. I feel like that was advice for some reason. Yeah, so I'm going to pull one last card for you, Libra. Even though the masculine's telling me to look back over that way. Okay, whatever. We'll pull one card for the masculine. So he has something to say. Alright. Are you going to talk, or are you just going to waste my time? Right, there we go. The Chariot. I like that. Okay, we have the Chariot. Or Cheriment. Cherry mint. Mint. Anyways, okay. That is a moving forward, like full steam ahead energy. But in order to be at a full steam ahead energy, there has to be a balance here. There has to be a knowing of kind of where this is going. This isn't a very unknown card. At least that's not the way it's showing up to me. So that's interesting that this is even coming out. Like, because you have like the yin and the yang energy, the light and the dark, the balance, right? It has to be balanced in order to completely move forward, because as soon as something is imbalanced, this can topple over and it can kind of lead into like distress and a slowdown or a stop in general. So for weirdly enough, this is feeling again with like that open conversation, communication, where it's being very straightforward on, okay, like, this is kind of what I want right now, you know, I want a friendship right now, I just want to kind of, like, feel it out, I want to move slow, and then if someone's feeling like they want to push it further, they might have to communicate that, but it's not going to go if both people don't want it, which is a very, like, blunt, like, it's an obvious message, but there's something that's really important on the masculine side about it. It's almost like they want you to know. Which is weird. Like, this will go forward, but we have to be, like, in harmony with each other. It has to be smooth, or else, like, I can't take it. Let's just get one more card to clarify the Chariot. What does that mean with the Chariot? Why is that so important? Yeah, I don't want to create extra baggage. Like, I just feel like someone really wants openness. Openness. Okay. Especially in this Ten of Wands, it's a self-reflection card, okay? Where it's like making you look at your life, your situation, and asking you, do you really want to take all this with you? So maybe this person's like, I don't want you to bring your baggage over here or anything from the past over here, because that's going to mess us up. That's going to make us topple over, okay? Because, again, with this Ten of Wands, it's looking at your situation, your own reflection, yourself, and asking yourself, hey, like, I don't have to take this with me. I could just let it all go and start fresh. So maybe that's what this person needs. Maybe this person's like, hey, you need to, like, let all this stuff go. Or maybe this is what you're telling them. I don't know how that's resonating when it's a message that's coming through. And then we'll be on the same page. Then we could go forward. Okay. Alright. One card. What's Libra's advice? Wow, that came out fast. Aww. There it is, the friend card. Look at that. Two people creating a friendship. That's what it feels like to me. A special bond I just heard. Oh my gosh, we have the butterflies. Look at these two butterflies here. I didn't realize that. Interesting. I like how that was the last card that came out too, because we started talking about butterflies and then it transformed into butterflies. And I really like that. It's like two like really oddball, unique people, and whoever the feminine is bringing in their moon energy. I can't help but notice. It's like bringing in the moon energy, and then this masculine almost looks like he has like an amethyst or something on his head, like bringing in like logic or like clarity or just like, you know, but they're creating something together. And it's nice, it's harmonious, and like these people are having fun. I like that. Yeah, it's willing to put in a little bit of effort here. Okay. Okay, Libra. All right, well, I hope that resonated. I hope that made sense. If it resonated, please let me know. I really, really, really love to hear it. Besides that, I will be coming back and doing more readings in about like a week or two, just for like the mid-month checkups to see how everything's going. But other than that, you know, guys, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will be speaking to you guys again very soon.